Today, I continue my quest of a legit 350-pound squat before I turn 63, or the end of this year, 2022. Got me some new squat shoes, a good attitude, and a killer leg workout. So hang out with me a bit to see how it all went down. Let's do it. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Today is Wednesday, September 7th, 2022. And it's kind of a big day. It's a leg day, first. And secondly, it's moving day. The movers were here this morning or this afternoon, taking out the big stuff, the furniture and whatnot, moving it for me. Been here a long time, this condo, and a lot of memories here. And in the last couple of years, been more than a couple of hours of footage recorded in here as well. Gonna miss it, but time to move on. So I'm glad that big portion is over with, thank goodness. Now, getting on to the leg day. Today was leg day, primarily squat focused. I did, I can't even remember, I'm gonna show you. It was probably 5 or 6 sets of squats. And I did some leg presses and some other auxiliary work that I didn't record, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's get to the gym. I'll show you the leg workout, squat workout I did today. Then, as always, we'll catch back up in a few minutes, wrap it all up. Well, let's get to the gym. All right, real quick before we get into the leg session today, I finally got me some new squatting / weightlifting shoes. Today was the first day. I've never used these before in my life, so I had no idea what to expect. But I have to say, I think I'll talk about it a little bit more, but I think it did make a difference. Really did. As far as getting to parallel or below, they look gigantic, but they actually fit me well. So there you go. It's another step towards my 350-pound squat goal. Also, I mentioned early on when I announced this squat project that I was going to do it beltless. I have since changed my mind on that. I don't think that's the wisest course of action. So I'm going to get me a belt. I had a belt a little over, I don't know, a year and a half ago, but it was procured by someone else. So I'm going to get a belt, squat shoes, 2 tools I'm going to use to help me reach this 350-pound squat goal by the end of the year. Alrighty, finally in the gym. Now first, right off the bat, I have penciled in for today's main body of the squat work. 3 sets, 3 reps at 255 pounds. That's a new working weight for me, up from 245 from my previous session. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. I've done about 20 minutes of warm-ups prior to this, mostly because I wanted to warm up. But also, since I do have these new squat shoes, I wanted to get a feel for them and get used to it. When I first put these on, they felt wonky. My center of balance was off just a tad, enough to feel it. So I wanted to get a good feel for what they felt like. So that 3 reps you just saw right there was at my working weight. I just wanted to see what it was going to feel like. And with the shoes, felt pretty good. So here's set 1 of today's new working weight of 255, and this felt really good. As I said, I had planned to do 3 sets of 3 reps, but on this first set, after the 3rd rep, I just decided to do 1 or 2 more within my comfort zone, and it ended up being 2 more. So I got a good 5 reps there, and I really believe I could have done 1 or 2 more. It looks like I was straining pretty hard, but I think I could have gotten 2 more out of that. But I just erred on the side of caution. Plus, that's deviating quite a bit from my plan of 3 by 3. And set 2 here. Again,
I was feeling okay. I was planning on just doing 3. Now this third one right here, I don't know if you can see it, but my balance, I leaned forward there. I really felt that, and it threw me off because after the second rep, I was going to go ahead and go for 5, but I only did 4 here because I was that third rep being off balance a little bit threw me off. Got a little skittish. So 5 sets, 5 reps, first set, 4 reps, second set, and then I finished up with 4 reps here on the third set. But I will say these shoes, the squat shoes, did make it easier for me to get to parallel and below. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't, it's not a monumental difference in the sense that, you could lift another 100 pounds, but I felt more comfortable. It felt good. I think it's going to be an advantage for me, and I'm going to need every advantage I can get to meet my goal of 350 pounds by the end of this year. Got a lot of work to do. But that was 3 good working sets right there. Now, I figured I would do one more set at a little heavier weight just to see, just to feel the weight for one thing, and see how this felt. This is just 10 pounds more, but I've mentioned this before, squats get in my head, so if there's any extra weight on the bar, I just immediately assume it's too heavy. And that's what it felt like, because you can see I didn't go quite as deep on these 3, but felt pretty good. Felt some little heavier weight. So I think that was worthwhile. And this is the final squat set of the day. And since, as I mentioned on that previous set, I didn't feel like I went as deep as I normally go. I think I was at least parallel on that previous set. But I wanted to do one more set at a lighter weight just to, go back to the deeper squat, just to feel it, keep the practice, keep the mind-muscle connection on deep. So here I am at 225. I think I squeezed out 7 reps here. But that was a nice squat session. My quads felt it. And like I said, I was there earlier than normal, like 6 a.m. And so all in all, I think it went really well. So then I moved on over to do some good old leg presses. I love me some leg presses. I did 3 sets here at 12 reps, then 10 reps, then 9 reps, using 7 45-pound plates on either side, which is pretty good for me, especially considering I just had a pretty good squat session. And I will say, too, these shoes made a difference here. I could feel it, and I guess that makes sense. I felt like, I like to do full of range of motion as I can on these leg presses, and I felt like I could do that and then a little bit more today. So this was a good 3 sets right here. And that last set to 9 reps, whew, that was to failure. That was a tough one. My legs were jiggling. So right after these leg presses, I finished up today's leg workout with 3 sets of leg extensions to 12 reps, pretty much to failure on each set, and 5 sets of solid hamstring work. So this was a good leg day, solid leg day. The shoes, I like. They're going to work. I think they're an advantage. I'm going to get a belt. That's going to be an advantage. And I'm well on my way to this 350-pound squat. And I want to say thank you so very much for spending time with me today at the gym. Thank you.
All right, there you go. Leg day for Wednesday, September 7th, 2022, in pursuit of my 350-pound legit parallel squat. New squat shoes, weightlifting shoes. As I mentioned, I'm probably going to go ahead and get me a belt. I'm not going to do this beltless, I don't think. It was a good day. The progressive overload weight I was working at there, 255 pounds. The plan was 3 sets of 3 reps. Felt pretty good. I did a little bit more than that, as you saw. And I touched on the 265 just to feel the little extra weight. I'm a little bit apprehensive about this goal, this 350 by the end of this year, but we're going to keep pressing forward. And like I said, the belt is probably going to make a big difference. I know the shoes made a difference. Those shoes, they felt funky. It's the first time I've ever used them. But I will say it did help me get to parallel, or even below it, a lot easier. So I wouldn't say it's a monumental help, but it certainly helped. I mean, I could tell the difference. So at any rate, that was a good workout. I'm really happy you took the time to stop in and visit with me. Thank you so very much. So if you would, hit that like button. And if you haven't, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Come join us and hang around for more content like this. Really appreciate it. Hope everybody's had a fine day and a super week, and your workouts are going well. And I guess with that, I will say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark out.